Good Tuesday afternoon, everybody. April 10th, 2018. Welcome back into another edition of Talking Fitchburg. The whole gang, they're back. Well, I'm back.
We've
Missed
been
yesterday.
here.
You guys rocked it yesterday.
Sure did.
I actually watched a little bit from the long car ride I was in.
Oh,
and,
nice.
yeah, you guys were rocking it really well on Facebook. That's where I watched it. Yeah.
Yes.
Go technology.
Woo, woo.
Yes. Yeah, good show yesterday. A great show for you today. A lot to get to today. Let me tell you. And this whole week, it's just a very busy week in the city.
Yep.
So many fun stuff happening this week. Very informational week too. So yesterday you've got Jill in, get you updated on the senior center today, and moving forward, you got like National Severe Weather Awareness Week. You have World Work Safety something or another.
Work zone awareness.
Work zone awareness. Yes,
So
sir.
there's a lot of things to be aware of this week.
But we're trying to
that's
get
spring.
up. We're trying
It's
to
fun,
get crews there.
And there's information. That's what I think of when I think of spring. Yep.
Yeah, and we're going to be talking about a spring tradition coming up in headlines today as well.
Would you say it's a spring tradition like no other?
Yeah, like the Masters is going to sue us someday for keep on saying that.
Oh, did they say that?
No, CBS says it, I guess.
CBS, come on, let's sit down and have a chat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Could be it. Oh, phone's ringing. I already hear it ringing.
Really?
Oh, boy.
Well, CBS, very responsive.
Yeah, they've been watching the show.
Top of it.
I know.
Fabulous.
All right. Yeah, we've got some headlines for you. Plus, we'll take you out to the Wisconsin DOT Work Zone Awareness Day. It was held right here in the city of Fitchburg.
How lucky for us.
So we've got that, and then two-part series today. Sat down with Independent Living and talking about medication management. Very important stuff here, and a great piece for you. So doubling up that today, and then wrap it up with a little PB&J action. But first, Preston, take us through the 2018 Spring Business Expo.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the 2018 Spring Business Expo. Well, I think it's right around the corner. That means April 12th. That's right around the corner, April 12th, from 4 to 6 p.m. You can go over to the Wyndham Garden here in Fitchburg. That's 2969 Cahill, Maine, where the Spring Business Expo will be going on with over 60 businesses there to showcase their goods and services. Great networking event. They encourage everyone to show up. There's food, there's beverages, and yeah, just good conversation. Good way to get to know what you have here in your community and get to, meet some people, find out what they're about, and yeah, all around exciting stuff. So again, check it out, Fitchburg Chamber, the business community connection right here at the expo.
Be there or be square, square, square.
That's
All right. Another event coming up here. The Fitchburg Dog Park has a park beautification and tree planting event coming up here. Mark your calendar. This will be held on Saturday, April 21st, along with 1,000 other things happening that day at 1 p.m. at Sunnyside Park.
Yeah.
It's Fitchburg's first dog park, which will be opening this spring. You can join the Fitchburg Dog Park advocates for the spring beautification event, April 21st.
Wow.
Help with general cleanup and plant some trees. Yeah, we'll be out there along with everywhere else. We're going to need a helicopter on that day to get around to everything.
Yeah, if you got one, let us know.
Let us know.
We could use it.
We'd love to hitch a ride.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, let's stick with beautification. You want to beautify that bike? Fitchburg Cycles got you covered. They have an event coming up to get ready for biking season. They're going to be at City Hall on April 21st. You heard it. Doing free bike tune-up starting at 11 a.m. They only have, Jeremy, 12 spots total available.
What?
I almost said 11 because I'm going to get one. I'm just kidding. But there's 12 spots available. So if you want to reserve a spot, you want to call ahead, go over and call this number here, 729-1760, or you can go over to the library in person, and you can sign up there. So make sure you do that if you want to get that free tune-up, which why wouldn't you?
Agreed.
No answer.
Agreed.
There's no answer for it.
All right. Did you know that there were more than 2,700 crashes last year in Wisconsin work zones? Question mark? Yeah, that's crazy. Governor Walker proclaimed April 9th through the 13th as Work Zone Awareness Week. And as part of that, they held a press event here in Fitchburg yesterday. We want to take you out to that event right now.
Thank you for coming to our annual event to kick off Work Zone Awareness Week, which begins today in Wisconsin and throughout the nation.
It's tragic to lose anyone in a work zone, and it comes with a number of responsibilities for our drivers. Be careful, be alert, slow down, expect sudden stops. This kind of awareness and being careful when we drive through our work zones will reduce those crashes and those fatalities that we have.
So work zone safety is everyone's responsibility. Work zones play a key role in maintaining and upgrading our nation's highways, and the only way to do that is to actually get in and do the work in these conditions with many, many different traffic variables. All these different variables create combination of factors that equate to crashes and other incidents within the work zones. Those crashes could include injuries and fatalities. But work zone incidents impact everyone. It's more than just car crashes and injuries to passengers and drivers, as well as pedestrians and bicyclists. But actually, work zone incidents is the leading cause of death for the bridge and road construction industry. There's things such as backovers, rollovers, and fall incidents that happen. So work zone incidents definitely go to more than just the traffic you see behind us.
This summer, you're going to see an increased presence like you do all summer long with not just our agency, but our partner agencies in these construction zones. We recognize the fact that a law enforcement presence can deter certain behaviors. The behaviors that we most commonly see in the work zones are rear-end collisions. That's by far the most common. What causes them? It's caused by a number of factors. Number one is speeding, going too fast, and following too close, tailgating, if you will. Those are the primary factors. The other thing that we're seeing, especially today, everybody's tied to a cell phone, so distracted driving has a role. I guess what we're asking the public is we're reminding them when they see the orange barrels, frankly, anytime, but especially when you see the orange barrels, pay specific attention. There's no way of knowing. You might not be able to see through the van or the vehicle ahead of you that somebody is slowing down quickly. And at 55 miles an hour, you're traveling 80 feet a second. In 1 second, you could be running into them. So we're asking you to be careful. I remind everybody that cell phone use in general, or as a whole, to talk on a handheld cell phone is not allowed in construction zones. Texting and driving, that's not allowed anywhere, anytime. So we're asking you to pay attention when you're in the construction zones. Again, be aware of changing conditions, be aware of lane shifts, and try to minimize distractions.
I'm hoping that when people see the orange barrels, they see the construction, people often get frustrated. They might have to go a little bit slower, might have to take a detour. But I hope people always keep in mind the men and women who are working on these roadways. These folks are members of our community, they're our friends, they're our neighbors, they're our families. And they're out there doing their job, which by definition is making our lives safer. They're fixing, rebuilding, and repaving our roads, and it makes us safer. We want to make sure that they all get home safe. Getting to your destination a couple minutes earlier or getting a peek at that text message is not worth someone losing their life or becoming seriously injured, which unfortunately happens across the nation every year. So we're just asking people and giving them a friendly reminder to think about the folks who are out there on the road doing that construction. We have many employees in Dane County, both in county government and private contractors, who are out there doing their jobs. And at night, these folks go home to their families. We want to make sure that they get there and get there safe.
All the projects we work on, safety is a top priority. And we urge it to be a top priority for everyone as well. Please eliminate distractions and put your phones down. This ensures a safe work zone for all of our employees as well as the rest of the traveling public. This allows us to get home to our families at the end of the day and all be safe.
As you can see behind me, orange barrels line Verona Road as crews improve safety and enhance the mobility of this major corridor. The men and women working hard to deliver these projects have families to go home to at the end of each day. So help us remind your family, your friends, your co-workers that work zone awareness must occur all the time.
Guess what, folks? It's time to slow down, don't tailgate, pay attention, and, for heaven's sakes, put down those cell phones. Because you can't have them in construction zones, you will be ticketed.
Boom. That's a definite boom right there. Certified boom.
Laying it down, just like they're laying down pavement.
Very
That was
nice.
road construction.
Nice work. Let's get out of here before we screw this up.
You're right. Coming up next, we're sitting down with Independent Living, talking about medication management. That's next right here on Talking Fitchburg.